Hello, I'm Tracy and I'm going to read Miss Grubb Super Sub. Let's read it together. The day Mrs. Hoot stayed home with the flu, Miss Grubb came to Pitman School. The kids of 2B raised an awful fuss. They even made up a chant, Hoot, 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 we don't want a substitute. Substitute는 대체 교사란 뜻이에요. Miss Grubb clapped her hands. I love your chant, she said. Then she made up a chant too. She beat on a book and yelled, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and even in between, I love to eat pickled beets. I eat them till I'm green. The door opened. Mr. Tew, the principal, looked in and waved. Is everything all right? He asked. Miss Grubb waved back. Perfect, she said. principal 교장 선생님이 들어오셨대요. It's time for art, said Miss Grubb. Everyone into the hall. Why? The children asked. Because that's where art is, Miss Grubb answered. Miss Grubb headed to the hall. The children followed. Art was the janitor. He was very busy. He emptied trash. He mopped the floor. He set up chairs. He cleaned the fountains. The class drew pictures of him while he worked. Miss Grubb clapped. Very good art, she said. art가 이 janitor의 name이었어요. Back in room 2B, Miss Grubb called, Giggle break, knock knock. Who's there? Said the class. Hoo hoo, said Miss Grubb. Hoo hoo hoo, said the class. The room sounded like a barn full of owls. Everyone giggled. It's time for recess, said Miss Grubb. Recess 휴식 시간이에요. She handed out paper bags. These magic bags can hold wonderful things, she said. Miss Grubb pointed to the sky. See that cloud? She said. That cloud goes into my bag. Hear that robin? His cheery song goes into. The kids filled their magic bags with what they saw and heard and felt and smelled. Miss Grubb had more surprises. How much math do kids eat? She asked the class. Kids don't eat math, they said. Mrs. Farmer, the cook, says you do, said Miss Grubb. The class headed to the lunchroom. There's math everywhere, Mrs. Farmer said. She showed them her weekly food list. I multiply and divide to decide how much to order. Multiply는 곱하기고 divide는 나누기예요. Another job is adding up the money, she said. If any is missing, then we have to subtract. Subtract는 빼기고요. The children laughed. We do eat a lot of math. It was time for lunch. Mrs. Farmer's food tasted good. Miss Grubb sat quietly. She was writing in a journal. The students asked what she was writing. Wait and see, she said. Back in class, Miss Grubb read from her journal. Today at lunch, I heard children's voices. Tonight, when I go to bed, I will remember the sound. It will lull me to sleep. Want to meet a monster? Miss Grubb whispered. Where? The kids asked. Right on your hands, said Mrs. Tilling. It was the school nurse. Mrs. Tilling smiled. To meet a monster, look at your hands. She said that germs are monsters so small they can hide on skin. She showed everyone how to scrub their hands with soap and water. We don't want monsters hiding on you, she said. Later, Miss Grubb promised to send all the students on their own special trip. Where would you like to go? She asked. Everyone shouted at once. The ocean, the mountains, the moon. No problem, said Miss Grubb. She took them to the library. The students told the librarian where they want to go. Mrs. Laymore helped them find the perfect books to take them there. Miss Grubb winked. Won't Mrs. Hoot be surprised at where you have been? Back in the classroom, Miss Grubb asked, Can you crack my spelling code? She told the students to print their names on pieces of paper and to make the first letter big. When she called the students, they walked to the front of the room. They looked like this. I love keys. At the end of the class, Miss Grubb and the class wrote notes to Mrs. Hoot on the board. I will never forget you, said Miss Grubb. I put your sweet faces into my magic bag. The kids all cheered. They made up a new chant. Grubb, Grubb, Grubb. We love our super sub. We think you're super cool. Come back to Pitman School. Everyone agreed. It had been a perfect day. Thank you. Bye-bye.